Ras Al Khaimah Art has a fascinating story.
فن راس الخيمة في الجزيرة الحمراء بدأ من متحف راس الخيمة الوطني.
And there would be no Ras Al Khaimah Art Festival without Jazeera Hamra.
You're turning back a village of 450 houses, which goes back to the 16th century, to an art festival.
Starting out as a small event at Ras Al Khaimah's National Museum in 2013, when it was known as Ras Al Khaimah Fine Arts Festival, it has evolved over the years, changed venue to the enchanting Al Jazeera Al Hamra Heritage Village, and expanded to become one of the most prominent festivals on the UAE's arts and cultural calendar.
إذا بتكلم عن المهرجان بالسنوات الأولى أو بقارنه بالسنوات الأولى بين بدايته والحين، طبعاً يعتبر تطور كبير، خاصة أنه كان المهرجان يقام في المتحف، فكان بمكان صغير بيئة معينة، ولكن أن انتقالهم للجزيرة الحمراء في هذه المنطقة وفي هالمنطقة الشاسعة كل سنة أنا أشوفه قاعد يكبر أكثر ويكون له إقبال أكثر.
And we really like the museum. It's just a really wonderful space and it has a lot going on there, and we thought this will be great, you know, like we can do something nice there that has like the photography, plus people come to the museum and see that as well. So that was the first year, and it was sort of very low key, you know, we invited people to come for an opening, and we showed it just for, I think, for only a weekend, so it was quite short.
حقيقة أنا في بداية تعرفي على مهرجان راس الخيمة للفنون البصرية، نتكلم عن 10 سنوات مضت، تعرفت على المهرجان من خلال عقده في متحف راس الخيمة الوطني. وأذكر أن في ساحات المتحف هنا كانت تعرض العديد من اللوحات والمشاركات اللي يشاركون بها مجموعة من الفنانين.
I think, well, probably we had 50 to 100 people maximum visit in the first couple of years. We were very fortunate in 4 to 5 years that the Minister for Culture at that time, Noura Kabi, came and visited the exhibition, came for the opening, and that really gave it a big boost sort of in the UAE arts and culture scenes. After that, we got more and more interest steadily, and we started to grow, and we started to think, what could we do maybe differently, or how could we expand it, or what were sort of some of the alternatives. When I went on a trip to La Gacilly in France, I discovered this little town that had been set up as an open-air art museum, the La Gacilly Photo Fest, with huge photographs printed on dye bond all around the village, on the walls of buildings, in courtyards, just really decorating this and transforming this village into an open-air art gallery. And I thought, oh, that's super interesting. We could do something like that here in Ras Al Khaimah. And I was thinking, I know the perfect place. And that perfect place was Jazeera Al-Hamra.
The festival's origin can be traced to the vision of His Highness Sheikh Saud bin Sakr Al Qasimi, UAE Supreme Council member and ruler of Ras Al Khaimah, who made it his mission to ensure that Ras Al Khaimah's rich cultural heritage is protected and celebrated.
أي شخص مر السنة هذه لمهرجان فن راس الخيمة وكان متواجد وحاضر معنا السنة الماضية، صار له نوع من الانبهار بالأعمال اللي صارت في المنطقة خلال فترة نقول 11 شهر الماضية، وخاصة مع امتداد الأعمال الفنية من بداية الجزيرة، من بداية القلعة إلى منطقة الأسواق، والإضاءات اللي موجودة والأعمال الفنية اللي موجودة صارت حقيقة هي محط لأنظار المجتمع والزائرين لهذا المكان. هذا كله مثل ما قلنا بجهود وبتضافر جميع المؤسسات وبوجود قيادة لها رؤية.
I think that the growth of the festival and the amazing success of the festival is really thanks to His Highness Sheikh Saud. This really was his vision to have an opportunity for cultural exchange, to bring people together and have these important conversations. And I think that this is really just testament to how Ras Al Khaimah is really, it's on the global stage now, which is really exciting. And so I anticipate that this festival will continue to grow and that we will continue to grow with it.
Moving to Al Jazeera, Al Hamra Heritage Village allowed the festival to grow and linked it to the historical story of the last surviving coral stone pearl fishing village in the UAE. Al Jazeera Al Hamra is being rejuvenated by Ras Al Khaimah Art, melding history and modern art. But the move was not without its challenges.
This is a village. It's not a convention center. You're dealing with people of the village that they are here. You're dealing with artists. You're dealing with weather. You're dealing with sandstorm. You're dealing with rain. It's an open space. When we came here, we didn't have any electricity. The whole area was sand. We were like, cars were stuck, artworks, we couldn't bring them in. It was a very big challenge. How we're gonna curate this village. It was two jobs. One job is where we're gonna get all of these artworks, the quality that we're gonna choose. The other challenge was how we're gonna work with all of this lighting.
So Al Jazeera Al Hamra is a historic village, so you can't attach the art to the walls. You can't bang things into the walls. You can't damage the environment. You can't dig too deep. So there's also a lot of challenges around hosting an event and having an art exhibition in a historic site. So that's why it very much had to be a collaboration between Antiquities and the foundation and also the developer who started to come on board, Marjan.
من خلال السنوات اللي مرت على المهرجان وأيضا عمليات التطوير المستمرة اللي نشتغل عليها كفريق في الجزيرة الحمراء وبتعاون كبير حقيقة من مختلف الجهات الشريكة معنا في هذا المشروع. نتكلم عن مؤسسة القاسمي، نتكلم عن هيئة تنمية السياحة، نتكلم عن شركة المهرجان. صار لهم كل هذه الجهود تضافرت والحمد لله خرجنا بتطوير وبنماء للبنية التحتية في المنطقة، إضافة إلى زيادة في عدد المنازل والمباني اللي تم ترميمها. ونلاحظ أن من سنة لسنة المهرجان ما شاء الله يكبر ويزيد وتزيد أعمال التطوير وتزيد أعمال الفنانين المشاركين في هذا المهرجان.
Now, more than a decade on, Ras Al Khaimah Art is continuing its evolution, hosting both local and international artists, workshops, cinema, and educational activities for school students to engage them in the arts. The journey is ongoing, and the passion for progress and development is as strong as ever.
It's been a very interesting journey, full of diversity, full of seeing constant changes on the site, improvement, like the space as you can see, it's by itself astonishing.
أنا أشوف أن هذا المهرجان وجوده في إمارة راس خيمة، طبعا إمارة مميزة، هي شمال الإمارات العربية المتحدة، لها ميزة خاصة. مشاركة الفنان المواطن أنا أشوفها مطلب، خصوصا داخليا قبل لا يطلع، يعني اشتهار أي فنان يبدأ من الإمارات نفسها أو من دولته ثم يطلع للخارج. إمارة راس الخيمة ولله الحمد وفرت هذا المكان الجميل.
But when you set it in a site that has a historic value and that it's vast, people can get out into nature, they can walk, they can look at buildings, they can see old corals, they can explore culture and history and heritage at the same time as art. The audience, the market is just huge. And one of the nicest things I like about that is that you're then able to bring people who would never go to a gallery, never go to a museum, and suddenly they're standing in front of artwork and they're like, oh, that's interesting. I never thought about art before. I never even, I would never have gone and looked at that. But actually, I really like that.
هذا المكان اللي بدأ فيه مثل هذه الأعمال وتطور وصار فيه هناك العديد من المشاركات لعدد كبير من الفنانين المحليين والعالميين، والآن ما نراه من المهرجان وما وصل إليه المهرجان من تطور ومن رقي ومن عدد المشاركات عكس وجوده في المتحف على الواقع اللي وصلنا له اليوم في مهرجان فنون راس الخيمة.
We expanded the duration sort of from one weekend to a whole month. And now we're able to do not just the workshops so that you can engage with the art and the tours, but also we're able to do film screenings every Friday. We have live music on Saturdays. We've got a lot more collaborations now, especially with different diplomatic missions. The US mission to the UAE has been our biggest supporter from almost the very beginning. They have a very generous program to support arts and culture outside of the USA.
Well, the United States mission to the UAE is so proud to partner with the Al Khaimah Foundation and to be here for the 8th year running at RAC Art. This is an opportunity for us to bring American artists and introduce them to audiences here in Ras Al Khaimah. So it's an opportunity for cultural exchange, but it's also an opportunity to showcase innovation. So this, of course, is also Innovation Month here in the UAE. So this started out with an opportunity to present American artists here to Ras Al Khaimah, but it's really evolved into a lot more, and we're very proud of this partnership over the years.
Central to Ras Al Khaimah Art is the participating artists and the curation of their works, as this brings the festival site to life for visitors, whether exploring in the daytime or under the lights of an evening.
I think here it's a nice place to really, you see, you live in quite big cities. Here it's like a place of silence, of slowness, that you can really think about history, what was before, and get lost. It's nice to get lost here. It's like a bit like a labyrinth. You can walk, you can take a break. There is a shadowy place. It's really a place of peace for me. I believe, as you say, I think it's growing. It's more and more known inside the Emirates, but as well outside. I think, especially in the artist world, I would say, artists that knows where it's already on a calendar of event.
It feels like I'm stepping back in time a little bit, and to have my contemporary paintings and drawings within this context, it feels like I'm stepping into this time continuum, significance that's really like meaningful. And so I'm excited to be a part of that.
لكن في يوم من الأيام يوم تعرضني بتحس باختلاف كبير وفرحة كبيرة، لأن المنطقة مميزة أساساً، تعطي للعمل الفني امتياز خاص فيه يعني وروح خاصة فيه. اليوم ولله الحمد أيضاً القائمين على المهرجان هذا يمكن جابوا لنا خبرات فنانين من الخارج وفنانين من الداخل، وهذه من المميزات اللي نحن نحظى فيها في هذا المهرجان، لأن هذا المهرجان خلى فيه خليط فني شرقي وغربي أيضاً.
And this actually what makes the festival even more unique is that you're combining old meets new.
من ناحية عرض أعمال الفنية، وأيضاً من ناحية الورش الفنية، وخاصة أن احنا كنا ننفذها في أماكن تراثية تعكس الإمارة نفسها، وخاصة أني أنا من سكان الإمارة، فكنت حاسة نوع من أنواع الفخر أن أنا قاعدة أمارس فني وبنفس الوقت في مكان أنا أحبه.
The ongoing expansion and development of Ras Al Khaimah Art has impressed visitors to the site, whether attending for the first time or a returning enthusiast.
This is my 3rd year coming to RAC Art, and every time I come back, it is just bigger and better and more professional. The caliber of the artists is really amazing. It's wonderful to see artists from all over the world.
طبعا مهرجان فن راس خيمة جميل جدا وكل سنة يتطور عن السنوات الماضية.
Growing every year, and it's lovely to see how Ras Al Khaimah is growing.
أنا أشوف المهرجان وايد قاعد يعطي فرص حق الفنانين الإماراتيين خاصة.
أول مرة أزور مهرجان فن رأس الخيمة، فعلا المكان جميل جدا وأنا انبهرت. أنا جيت هنا امبارح شفت التفاصيل كلها، بصراحة حاجة تشرف يعني.
I think the talent and the artists that they attract year on year becomes bigger and better. And even just the arrival experience this evening, last year there was wow moments, but this year I walked up and I'm like, wow, this is phenomenal. What a great arrival experience. And I haven't even got inside yet.
فعلا أنا حضرت دورتين سابقات قبل في المهرجان. طبعا في اختلاف كثير عن السنوات الماضيه في من ناحيه التنظيم، من ناحيه الديكوريشن، من ناحيه الترميمات. يعني صراحه يعطيهم العافيه الجماعه القائمين على هذه الفعاليه وعلى الموقع نفسه، يعني موقع تراثي. بالعكس يعني الواحد لما يجي هنا يشوف الفعاليه ويشوف المكان ينشرح صدره.
the festival could not have achieved what it has without a dedicated team devoted to continual improvement year on year.
Talented team that put all of their heart and days and nights and minutes and seconds into this festival. And from personally, as a festival director, I think they are the one who, I would say thank you to. And of course, to the artists who dedicated all of their works, because this festival without, good artworks is not gonna exist. And of course, to the Jazeera Hamra people, because they opened their houses for this exhibition, for us actually to showcase, the exhibition.
I think RAC Art for me really means community development. At the heart of what we're doing is really about getting the community together to celebrate the arts and to celebrate the history and culture of the UAE. For us, this festival is a labour of love. It's something that we spend day and night and day thinking about. It's something that we all are very passionate about, that we care about. And it's just, I think, for us, it's one of the real reasons that we love going to work. We love and at the same time fear the festival season coming around because we know we're going to be exhausted, but we also love the way that people just enjoy themselves. For us, we love seeing people have a good time, and so it makes us feel so happy, it makes us feel so proud, and it also gives us a great sense of accomplishment when we see people just coming here and enjoying themselves. And a lot of the time we'll just be sitting around the sidelines here just watching people enjoying themselves, and for me that really warms my heart and just makes me feel so good.
After over a decade's worth of progress, Ras Al Khaimah Art has cemented its place as a key arts and culture festival in the UAE, and with further impressive plans for its future, it will inevitably keep art lovers and curious visitors coming back year after year.
The festival has came a long way in the past 12 years, and there's so much more that we will do.